Well, folks, we're losing our country. Look no further than Michigan. I hope you're learning Arabic. What do I mean by that? Well, let's talk about it. All right, guys, you didn't know you were going to have to learn Arabic just to live in Dearborn Heights, Michigan, but you probably are. What am I talking about? Well, the Dearborn Heights Police Department has now decided that they need to make history, not by solving crime, not by protecting citizens, not by standing firm on law and order, but by unveiling a brand new police patch. Look at this thing. It is the first in U.S. with Arabic on the police patch. What a great innovation. Oh, it's bilingual, English and Arabic. Congratulations, guys. You cracked the code on how to turn a police uniform into a diversity bumper sticker. They're literally putting Arabic. Where are we? What country is this? This is Dearborn Heights. Say it with me. Michigan. People are melting down, and rightfully so. I mean, let's remember, English is the national language. We've established that, okay? I don't know if you've been keeping up, but we've actually established English. If you want to assimilate here, if you want to move here, if you want to migrate here, you assimilate. You learn English. The internet's melting down. I'm glad they are. Let's take a little walk through some of the reactions that we're seeing here. And I'll get up, I'll catch you up on the story here in a minute, but I want to save some of the hard hits right there. Bridget Gabriel said, this is how it starts. Dearborn Heights Police Department now is the nation's first ever uniform patch in Arabic. Yeah. She says the civilization takeover has begun. That's the patch for the police uniforms right there. Can you read that? I can't read that. I mean, I'm assuming it says Dearborn Heights Police, but I wouldn't know without the English subtitles. Charlie Kirk says, thanks to chain migration, Muslims are now a majority in Michigan's Dearborn Heights, named after the Revolutionary War general. Now local police have rolled out the country's first ever police badge in Arabic script. When you get conquered, you're right, Charlie, you get a new language. Damn, that's all I know to say. I mean, this is, scroll back up to that. Is that who created the patch? Because I want to point out this was created by an officer. Oh, of course, it's a white woman. There you go. She's the one that designed the patch. I mean, white women, I don't know if she's liberal. Gonna guess probably. She's the one. She's the one. Officer Emily Murdoch. Murdoch's responsible for designing the new Dearborn Heights police patch, which features the Michigan seal encircled in both English and Arabic. Why are you so bothered by this, Chad? Aren't you accepting of people that aren't like you? Well, apparently, if you want to move to Dearborn Heights, Michigan, man, you're going to be outnumbered. So rather than say learn English, I mean, that pie chart right there is awfully telling. 78% Arabic. Trucking companies since 2023 to right now in 2025. Holy smokes. Look at some of these names. Yeah, I mean, the Dearborn Heights police patch, it wasn't designed, I want to point this out, it wasn't designed by the people for the people. It was designed by one officer who apparently thought her job was graphic design and cultural pandering. That's the way it always goes, right? What about law enforcement? Look at this. Oh, but we want to represent the people who are here. Well, the people who are there aren't representing me. They're not representing American values. They're not representing honoring the language or assimilation. Oh, but it's just supposed to, quote, honor and reflect the city's large Middle Eastern and North African population. Last time I checked, the police uniform's supposed to honor everybody equally. It's not supposed to become a cultural mirror that bends to reflect whatever demographic happens to be the loudest in a given zip code. Hear me, folks. This isn't mean-spirited or hate. This is right. The badge represents American law, American order, and American unity, not a custom souvenir shop for identity groups. And here's the kicker. You know where they roll this thing out? They did it on Facebook. And they patted themselves on the back, celebrating diversity. And you know what they did? They shut down the comments. Nobody could say anything. They slammed the door on public comments. You know why? Because they knew that the reaction would be brutal. They were in their self-congratulatory, self-masturbatory celebration, and they knew that people would say exactly what I'm saying, that this is pandering dressed up as progress. And I want you to think about the irony on that. They brag about celebrating diversity while literally silencing the dissenting voices. Well, ain't that some shit? They want applause without accountability. They want to make a political statement, but they don't want to hear any dissent. That's not leadership, folks. That's cowardice. You got Arabic on the back of the football jersey? Mustafa Al-Garawi? Why don't you put Al-Garawi on there? What the hell's going on in Michigan? We are one nation, folks. You came to America, be American. The truth is, law enforcement, folks, is supposed to rise above the politics, above the cultural carve-outs, above the special interests. A cop's uniform should say one thing, and one thing only: justice under the law, not look how trendy and inclusive we are. And they don't want to be called, don't call us racist on Twitter, or don't call us out. You see, these aren't participation trophies in a cultural talent show. The men and women in uniform represent authority and order and unity. And God bless them for doing the job they do. But when a cop shows up at the door, I shouldn't be wondering, am I about to get community outreach or am I about to get law enforcement in two different dialects? You should see that badge, that patch, whatever it is in that uniform, and know instantly that's America, that's protection, that's a shield standing between chaos and order, period, end of story. But instead, here we go again. Virtue signaling. It's the same nonsense we see everywhere else. I mean, the rainbow logos, the inclusion hashtag, the corporate apologies for existing. People be mad at me for saying what I'm saying, and I don't care. Because now you're dealing with law enforcement. The very people who are supposed to be blind to race. I mean, haven't we sat there and argued forever about how police brutality, it targets people of color? Now we're literally going to make the thing about color and country of origin and your dialect and your language a thing to be recognized? You're supposed to be blind to it. Blind to race, religion, language, all of that. You're literally now stitching identity politics into the uniform. How stupid can we get? The common creed that America was founded on, e pluribus unum, out of many, one, not out of many languages. Let's splinter ourselves into little tribes. You don't want cops rolling up with 20 different optional patches depending on who they're talking to that day. Spanish tomorrow, Mandarin the next week, Klingon for Comic-Con. Where does it end? It's really a simple truth. When the police start looking like politicians, when their symbols become experiments in multicultural pandering, they stop representing law and they start representing ideology. And that's dangerous, folks, because criminals don't care what language is on your patch. They only care whether you're strong enough to stop them. So congratulations, Dearborn Heights, Michigan. You didn't just make a patch. You made a political statement. You watered down the authority of the badge for the cheap applause of identity politics, and then you shut down the comments so people like me can't complain that what you did is stupid. And trust me, what you did is stupid. And in the process, you told the world that unity under law is less important than appealing cultural sensitivities. That's not progress, that's weakness. You just happen to embroider it. Oh, God. Folks, the takeover has begun. You control the language, you control the society, you control the culture. That is a fact. When they start changing your vocabulary, and then they start putting it in a dialect you can't understand, dang, we got some trouble on the horizon, folks. Make sure you leave a comment. I want to hear your thoughts on what's happening in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. God bless our law enforcement. God bless you. Thank you for doing the work you do. Please do it right. Please understand the delegated authority that's yours behind that badge. Please do that job with the law and justice, protection, and peace first. Subscribe to the show. Catch us Monday through Thursday for the Chad Prather Show. 11:10 a.m. Central. And make sure you grab my new book, Born for Meaning. I think you'll enjoy it. Until next time, I love y'all. God bless you. Talk to you then.